Here's an interview from one of our past shows on Rock and Metal Revival. If you're interested in hearing full shows, go to our Facebook page and check out our list of affiliates for times and places where you can hear Rock and Metal Revival. There is some brand new music from, I shouldn't say new music, but it's from the Red Dragon Cartel. It's Havana on Rock and Metal Revival, and we want to welcome back to the show bassist of the Red Dragon Cartel and friend of Rock and Metal Revival, Anthony-Esposito. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Oh, thanks, Red. How are you doing?
It's good. You know what? I survived 2020. I got to look at that as a positive.
Yeah, that's always a good way to look at things. You know, now it's 2021, so onwards and upwards.
Yeah. Hey, well, first off, when you start this interview, my man, I want to congratulate you on getting married and surviving 2020. I mean, hey, we made it.
Yes, we did. Yeah, and we got married on my birthday, on New Year's Eve. That's awesome.
Ooh, wow. All right. I guess first thing I want to talk to you about, last time we talked to you, Anthony, on the show, the Red Dragon Cartel was promoting the release of Patina, which I thought was an outstanding release, by the way, but it never got a chance to see the band perform live with this lineup. What's the story with Red Dragon Cartel, and are there any plans to get back out there before you maybe do another album?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to tour. We didn't tour much of the year before in 2019. I think we only did like 30 shows, and we felt like that we didn't work the record as much as we should have, and we wanted to tour it more. So we were planning on going out 2020 and doing a couple laps around to bring it to the people. And COVID had something else to say about that, so that shut down. So I mean, the last we spoke, that Jake told me was that we were gonna still tour on it, and before we started a new record, like we were gonna tour, and then after touring on Patina, he was gonna basically see if he wanted to do another one. So that's basically it.
Well, I know. Talking back and forth to you when you guys were putting Patina together, that was a labor of love. That wasn't just something that was slapped together, wham, bam, and here you go. I mean, you guys worked on that a long time.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the mantra of Red Dragon Cartel. It's quality over quantity. Not a band to put out, a record in a couple weekends. It's got to last and stand the test of time, so it's worth putting time into it and making sure you're really happy with everything and the outcome of the songs,
All right. Well, now, Anthony, I first became familiar with your work with the Lynch Mob, and I've told you this before, that Wicked Sensation is still one of my favorite all-time albums. Now, late last year, 30th anniversary of a great, great album, and what comes out but Wicked Sensation Reimagined. Now, I'd have thought maybe a remastered issue with a couple bonus tracks would have been a better salute to a great album. What was that ever in the cards? Were you ever contacted about that?
A reimagined thing? Was I contacted about that?
Were you contacted about just doing a 30th anniversary, doing something to celebrate a great album?
Those guys never contact me about anything. It's kind of odd, being that when the band started out and we made Wicked, everything was equal. Songwriting and everything was equal and split equal, and it just seems to be that I guess they don't think of us as being part of it. But no, I was never asked to be a part of it. Not that I would have. I would have flatly said no. I mean, all about like doing new stuff would have been great, but I had tried to put something together on the 25th anniversary with the original lineup and going back in the studio with Matt Storman and doing a new record. And then I even said, then let's do a world tour run, original lineup, play only the stuff off Wicked and the stuff off the new record, the 25th anniversary record, that because we never really made a follow-up to Wicked because we switched producers and singers and stuff like that. So it would have been a good opportunity at the 25th anniversary to go in there with the original lineup and Max Norman producing it and follow it up, and everybody was on board. Everybody wanted to do it except for George. George said no, so that was that.
Okay, well, I love those first two Lynch Mob albums. I mean, and it's very rare when there's a lead singer change that a majority of the fan base still digs the band and what they're doing. What was it like going from Oni to Robert? And I've never asked you your real feelings on the second Lynch Mob album. Do you hold it in high regard like you do Wicked?
I like it. There's moments on it that I really like a lot. I don't. It's not as complete as the first one. Wicked was just. It was that moment in time where I think George and Nick coming off Dokken, they wanted to prove what they brought to the table with Dokken. So when you have all those chips stacked and that moment in time comes around. It just seemed like everything lined up to make an amazing record. And the second album was more, what I would think was more typical. You got to remember, I was 22, 23 when we did Wicked, so to me it was all new anyway, and I really didn't know the difference. But looking back on it, it seems like the second one was just a record that we made and wrote and recorded and toured. It wasn't like the intensity of a new band with a first album where half the band was part of this bigger band. And I honestly think that George was motivated to shine, and I think he did. I think he played great on Wicked. The whole record is great. And I like the second album, but I definitely prefer Wicked more,
Mm-hmm. I understand that. Now, Anthony, you and I met a little over 12 years ago when you were playing with Ace. And personally,
12 years ago,
yeah,
oh my God.
I know. And personally, my friend, I miss that lineup with you with Ace Frehley.
Ace, it seems like nobody tells Ace anything. It's just I don't know. I talk to him often. We text each other once a month, whatever. And it just doesn't. It seems like he's really happy with the lineup now, and that's the way it's going.
Yeah, that band just had such a, I don't know, I mean, everything was tight. I mean, there's you and Scott Coogan doing the rhythm, and it just, everything was great. And like I said, I've seen the new band once, and you know how I feel about Ace, but I'm just like, there's just something missing. And my question to you is, would you go back?
Yeah, I really enjoyed working with Ace. I enjoyed my time with him. I think Anomaly came out great. It could have come out better if the record wasn't hijacked and taken to the West Coast. But I think that record's really good. That's another record that I think has some really great moments to it, like Pain in the Neck, and there's some really good songs that I dig on it. I don't know. I don't think he would consider me ever coming back for some reason. I don't know. He told me it's all over a case of beer, so I guess that,
yeah.
I got fired over a case of beer, and it's just over. So I guess I'm kind of baffled. But
all right. Well, I guess my next question to you, Anthony, is with all the stuff you got going on with your studio and stuff, what are you doing for 2021? What are in your plans?
Well, I really enjoy working in the studio. I really enjoy producing bands. I really, and I do work with new people, young artists, new stuff, all the way up to Red Dragon Cartel stuff. Like guys that have been around the block and I enjoy working on every thing that I sit down and work on. I really enjoy it, no matter what it is, and I just want to keep pursuing it. I mean, in this day and age, you're lucky if you could survive as a musician, and I'm lucky. I know I'm lucky. I know I'm blessed to play with the people that I've played with, and to have a career, because there's a lot of amazing musicians who never have the opportunity to have a career. And I just hopefully the situation that we're dealt with with the world today, it provides me the opportunity to continue having a career, whether it's producing or touring or playing with other people or whatever it is. Stay in the trick if he wants to stay together or not. I just, if not, I guess if there's no opportunity for me to continue my career, I guess I'll get a day job. I was thinking about getting my CDL and learning how to drive a truck. I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, buddy, we wish you nothing but the best. That we love you here at Rock and Metal Revival, and we hope to see you back out on the road playing on stage again. And I guess my question, we always let the artist pick a song out of the interview, and I guess this question I've never asked you in all the time we've known each other. Off that classic album, which I play probably once a week, what is your favorite cutoff, Wicked?
I really can't. If you held my hand over the fire and it was like, you got to pick one, it'd probably be 4 Million Years.
All right. Well, we're going to throw that on here on Rock and Metal Revival. Anthony, you take care of yourself, and we hope you come back real soon.
Yeah, we were trying to go out this year with Dead Daisies, and it was just like we were actually talking about tour dates with them and stuff, and now with Glenn Hughes in the band and Doug, and it's a great lineup, and we were excited to go out, and then all this shit hit the fan, and so that got shoved in the back burner.